Good day, sir. I'm Rihas.
And I'm Salizon. Today we're diving into a vital aspect of maritime and aviation safety, the International Code of Signals, with a focus on Annex 4 International Distress Signals.
That's right. The International Code of Signals was developed to help vessels and aircraft communicate when language barriers or emergency make communication difficult. Its most crucial part is Annex 4, which outlines distress signals.
These distress signals are used when a ship or aircraft is in danger or urgently needs help. Some common examples include SOS in Morse code, the word Mayday is spoken over the radio, a gun fired at intervals, red flares or rockets, a square flag with a ball or anything that resembles a ball, even raising and lowering arms repeatedly.
Each of these is internationally recognized, so no matter where you are in the world, these signals can be understood. That's critical when time is running out.
Another key method covered by the International Code of Signals is visual signaling with single letters. These are communicating using flags, light, or other visual means.
And each letter has a specific meaning. For example, the letter S typically means ship in distress, while R means reply.
There's also the special two-letter combination NC, which is an official distress signal, indicating I am in distress and require immediate assistance.
These signals can also be used to request help, send plain language message, or pass on important information, all without needing to speak the same language.
In summary, Annex 4 provides life-saving information on distress signals, while the broader International Code of Signals helps with general communication at sea or in the air.
Whether it's a red flare in the night sky or a single flag waving in the wind, these signals can mean the difference between life and death.
Stay safe and
And
stay
stay
informed.
informed.